In this episode of 90 Day Fiancé, we catch up with one of the most hated cast members. A lot of people would agree, Big Ed. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Big Ed. I don't like the way he did Liz, but overall, I think he's hilarious. And we also gonna catch up with Kim and her boo because they are still doing good according to her. So let's go ahead and get into this episode. Now, Big Ed says that he's traveling back and forth to San Diego. He's starting a wine business or whatever, and he goes to visit Kim and her son Jamal. Now, we know him and Jamal was cool, but last time we seen him and Kim together, they were actually arguing on the tell-all because she went off on him. According to them, they put the beef aside and they even have made up since then. He's telling them about this new girl that he's into named Stephanie, and she pretty much is telling him just don't do too much. You know how you do it. You want to go out with the girl, or whatever, just be genuine and pretty much don't be yourself. So he decides he's gonna go talk to this girl and ask her out or whatever. He has on a Cupid outfit, like a Cupid costume, to go visit the girl. Strike one. He goes in the restaurant where he knows she is and he's talking to her or whatever, and he gives her a rose, and he's just pretty much trying to make her remember that they met before, which was confusing. It seemed like she had no idea who he was or what he was even talking about. It was an embarrassing moment. He was sitting there telling Kim and Jamal like he knew this girl and she was a friend and he was into her when he didn't know her at all. According to him, this was a year ago that he seen her and talked to her and haven't seen her since then. Big Ed, are you okay? Anyway, after some convincing, she pretty much just says, yeah, she remembers him. It was a long time ago kind of thing. I think just to save him the embarrassment, he asks if she would be willing to go out with him, and she says yes. He sets up like a little romantic picnic date, which was kind of weird because this is a first date and you're getting to know each other. But anyway, they seem to have a good time. They're going back and forth with banter. She's very sarcastic and he is eating it up. He loves it. She seems very nice. I couldn't really tell if she was just being nice, if she wanted to be on TV or what it was, but it seems more friendship from her and he seems more into her. He actually asks her for a second date and she says yes. So we'll have to follow this and see how it works out. Because we know Big Ed gets bored with women real quick. Now, Kim says everything's going good with her man Wayne. We know he is out of the country or whatever, and she went to visit him on a previous episode. It's been about 9 months and everything's going great. She calls him on Valentine's Day to have like a little FaceTime date or whatever. And he invites her to come visit him again. And this time he wants her to stay at his house instead of a hotel. Okay, Kim. He also makes a joke that he doesn't wear pajamas, so he would have to go buy some. And she tells him don't worry about it because they're not going to need them. All right, sounds like they're going to be having a good time. Hopefully they show us another episode of them going on a date or whatever. I'm happy for her. He seems like a good guy and really her speed because she keeps trying to get these young guys who don't want nothing from her but money. I hope it works out. And this episode is also Elise. Now we remember her from the singles retreat one where she kind of was like crazy obsessed with Rob, and she even took Carlo from Tiffany and she left the show with him. But according to her, it didn't work out with Carlo. He was too controlling and she moved on. She started dating an Aussie guy. We seen her go and visit him, but she ended up finding out that he was jobless and living with a girl when she was there. It was just like so much going on with this relationship. Then, as it's getting closer for her to visit, she says he turns off his location for 9 hours. She can't get in touch with him. He's calling from the mom house saying his phone is broken, stolen, something like that. But she can see that there's nothing wrong with his phone. He was just pretty much ghosting her. She says she can actually see on his phone that he is messaging other women. So not only is he lying, he's cheating as well. She also gets a DM from a random person who says that they were out and seen him that night and he actually went home with another woman. So she was completely shocked after getting all this information. So according to her, they break up again and they're done this time. She meets with one of her friends and they pretty much are telling her that she is stupid and she needs to be done with this man, point blank, period. Now, the last person on this episode is Gabe. We have not seen him a lot. I don't know if you remember him. He was trans and he was in Colombia. He said after he married his partner or whatever, it only lasted 2 years and they end up broken up, but they are still not divorced. He said he's scared that his partner's going to make it very difficult for him to get a divorce, so that's why he hasn't done anything with it. He talks to his sister or whatever, and she's telling him that he needs to get a divorce and move on, but little does she know he has a secret girlfriend that he met at Pride that he's not telling his sister about because he don't want her in their business. He does decide to move away to a different city because he does not want to run into his ex, and he does meet with a lawyer. He's worried about the wife trying to get spousal support and all of this kind of stuff, so that's where it leaves off. He's trying to get a divorce and get his life back on track. Now, that's a wrap up on this episode. Thank you guys for watching.